Hi, it's Sam and Rev.
Aboard the Here's. I'm not ready.
Hi, it's Sam and Rev of What Yacht to Do. Hi, it's Sam and Rev of What Yacht to Do.
And we are going around America's Great Loop aboard the Here's to Us.
Today we're going to take you from Coinjock Marina, where we spent a lovely 2 nights, all the way up to Chesapeake, Virginia. We're going to stop at Atlantic Yacht Basin for fuel and stage for our next trip into Norfolk.
Going from North Carolina to Virginia.
Yes,
New
we're
state.
actually going into a new state. So come along with us. It's a distance of 36 miles.
I don't know why, but we both woke up really early. So I decided to walk about and check out the other boats that were parked along the side there. This restaurant and marina and store are all right together, and really this is the only thing in Coinjock. We made a big deal about the prime rib on the last video because that's the most exciting thing that's here. They did have music Friday night and Saturday afternoon, so you might be able to catch some entertainment while you stay there.
Yeah, while you were out doing your filming, I got a few bits and pieces done on the boat that I needed to get done, and we shoved off. We were, I guess, a catamaran had parked right in front of us, so we had to kind of back up to get out of there, but no big deal. There's plenty of space there on this long dock.
Right, and because we did wake up early, we left early. So we left everybody asleep over there on their own boats and took off. But you can see it's a beautiful day. The water is awesome, flat, and it's a good day to be traveling. And would you know it, it's Sunday, so on the Here's to Us, that means it's Belgian waffle day.
Yes.
And so I went downstairs to make Sammy some waffles, and he did not even have to pull the boat over. He just enjoyed those waffles as he was driving the boat.
We are en route from Coinjock, North Carolina, where we spent a lovely 2 days there, very quiet. There's not much around, so we got caught up on a little duties we had to do with blog posts and videos, and just relax for a bit there. So we are entering Virginia, and Virginia means that we will have traveled through 17 states, because the next state that we'll go through is Maryland, where we started. So the 17 states that we went through was Maryland. Let's see if I can get these. Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, New York. Then we went into Canada. After that, we came out and went into Michigan, and then a little bit of Indiana, and then Illinois, and then Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama. Then we spent a lot of time in Florida, and then came up.
Security, all stations, all stations, all stations. United States Coast Guard, Sector Virginia. United States Coast Guard, Sector Virginia. United States Coast Guard, Sector Virginia. Coast Guard Safety Marine Information broadcast regarding a potential obstruction to navigation in the Lynn Haven Inlet. This is Channel 22 Alpha 157.1 megahertz. Out.
All right, little security there. So I left off in Georgia, then South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia. 17 states in just a little over a year, plus 2 countries, the U.S. and Canada. So we're coming up on that line now. Today we have 3 bridges that we'll need to pass through. One is a timed opening on the hour and the half hour. That's the one we're heading to, the North Landing Bridge. And then we have one that's on demand, the Centerville Turnpike Bridge. And then we have another one that is normally open. It's a railroad bridge. So we will talk to you again as to we get close to one of those bridges and you can see it opening.
Surprise! Their dinghy's name is Piglet. Do you see that?
All right, that is Hog Heaven, and it is 118 feet of boat, and we have been kind of hopscotching with them since Beaufort, South Carolina. I think that's where we first saw them.
Yeah, you're right. That was
Yeah.
the first time we spotted
So we're
them.
kind of on the same schedule, and we see them every once in a while. We did see them in Southport. They were getting dinner at the same place that we got dinner.
Right.
Yeah, and then so it's been back and forth and back and forth. So they gave us a nice slow pass there, called for us, and here comes the guy. He's in a hurry. Obviously, he's in a hurry. So
that's kind of typical of those sport fishing boats
it's
too.
not a big deal, you know. We're just
But
gonna,
I'm just saying, I've noticed that
Yeah.
that kind of boat likes to do this.
we're just going to roll a little bit. I could turn a little bit more to port and get those, but it's not that bad of a deal here. So Hog Heaven is bound to Norfolk, where we are going to be bound eventually. This is the Pungo Ferry Bridge, as I remember, about mile 28 on the Intracoastal Waterway.
Yeah, it's really awesome to go under bridges. Now, it always comes into planning around bridges, because not all bridges you can just scoot under. Some of them you have to have opened, as you know. So Sam is really good about planning and getting all the information about that.
Yeah, and in this particular section, it was a little challenging because on Navionics, the bridges that had to open that are under the city of Chesapeake, they change their times once in a while. So instead of having right on Navionics when they open and don't open, you have to go to an internet site and then look up that particular bridge. And so it requires a little bit more research to do, but you can find out what's going on.
It was kind of started out as a lazy Sunday morning, and then as the day went on, we started seeing more traffic.
Yeah, more boats and, you know, people getting out, enjoying the Sunday
Right.
that's out there. Yeah.
It was a really beautiful day to travel.
Yeah, and there's Hog Heaven in front of us, and eventually they're going to speed up, and I didn't know why, because we were timing the bridge opening, and they eventually had to wait.
Did you talk to them?
No.
Hog Heaven? Yes, Hog Heaven. Yeah, hi. Look, I'm just kind of curious there. What kind of engines y'all powering on there? You want to go to 1.7 over? Yeah, I'll go 1.7, thanks.
So kind of a comical thing there. We left that on the recording for you. We had a good old boy out there, saw Hog Heaven, just had to talk to Hog Heaven. You can see him up there in the distance. And Hog Heaven, as a professional captain, knows that 16 is just a hailing channel, so he switched them over to channel 17, and they had a nice long chat.
About engines.
And of course I went over to 17 too to listen what was going on, and then we picked up also talking to this tow operator, and he is also from Houston, and Hog Heaven's from Houston, so it was kind of neat having a bunch of Texas people out there on the Intracoastal Waterway here in Virginia.
That was surprising to find out that he was from Houston, just working in the area. Those little ones are holding off. That's cool how that works, isn't it? Piece of road right there.
North Landing Swing Bridge motor vessel. Here's to us from the great state of Texas. Thanks for the opening. So what you just heard was me thanking the bridge, North Landing Bridge, for the opening from the great state of Texas. I usually put that in there. And then you heard 2 clicks, click, click. And that is, you know, kind of a radio operator standard. I came across it in aviation a lot, is, hey, I've heard you and I've acknowledged you, but really don't have anything to say.
I had no idea that's what that was.
So
Interesting.
anyway, yeah.
So the
This bridge,
bridges.
yeah, another bridge. You can still see Hog Heaven up there. We're kind of going through, and this is the Centerville Bridge.
Okay.
Green,
And
nice
so,
and green.
is this on demand open or?
No,
is...
this was. I believe this was a timed bridge as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember, but at this point, we're going through with Hog Heaven. They've got the timing down now, so we're just staying with them and waiting our turn in the queue.
I love how it's the road. They just moved the road over because there's no sliding under that bridge. That's
for sure.
Definitely. Now we're coming up on a railroad bridge, and it's always open,
Yep,
isn't
that
it?
one is always open unless there's a train coming through, and really you don't know when a train's coming through, so you got to be prepared in case that happens.
Thing, once you pull off, we'll open up.
So we are at the Atlantic Yacht Basin in Chesapeake, Virginia. A great stop for everybody. The fuel is good there, and you can kind of get oriented as to the next thing is the Great Bridge and the Great Bridge Lock,
Right.
which will be
Ooh, a
tomorrow.
lock! Oh my goodness. Well, thanks for coming along with us on this trip. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time we put out a new video.
All right, and we'll see you next time on What Yacht to Do. We'll be going from Atlantic Yacht Basin up to Norfolk, which is, it's going to be an interesting journey. See you there.